Good morning. This is PCT day number 88. I am in Etna still. Just finished doing laundry, finished doing all my other town chores. The pack is full and heavy. So we'll just talk to TV and figure out when she can come meet me in Oregon and Washington. And man, oh man, it feels good. Also, Etna for sure has tons of deer. There literally probably have seen 10 this morning, probably. So we are walking to a breakfast cafe place to hopefully get some breakfast. And then we're gonna hit trail and hope to get 20 miles in today. We'll see what the terrain is like and all that. Because coming into Etna, there were so many blowdowns that it was pretty insane. So we'll see how the trail looks going further and see what we can do. Look at this dog.
Don't drop the phone. Don't drop the phone.
Well, I'm officially back on trail. It's about 10. So a little later than I wanted to be back out on trail, but you know, that almost always happens on town days. Had the most wonderful hitch with actually a southbounder. He's only doing a section though, but a long section. He's doing like all of California. And then there were a bunch of dogs and we were in the back of the pickup truck. And I just kind of just slayed on by this dog the whole ride. It was kind of great, actually. So yeah, so far a good start to the day. Hoping to get around 20 miles in today. Hopefully more, we'll see. Yeah, so we'll just see what the day brings. We're in a heat wave right now. By Monday it should be up to 100. So hoping to be in Ashland by Tuesday night. Get out of the heat. I'm so super excited. I'm ready to start. Well, I only had to go 0.3, but I made it to 1600. Woo! Yeah, so Etna was at 1599.7. So 0.3 today, and I've made 1600. Now I'm good. Where's the next campsite, right? I've made progress today. That's all that matters, right? You can still see Shasta. Thanks.
Did I make it?
No, your bat is still in there. It's
Big
fine.
old pad.
So today is Friday, which means Future Friday, which means I get to feature a piece of gear that I have that I really enjoy and really like having, and just can't thank enough that I have. So today's gear is, let's see if I can even bring it up to show, Dirty Girl Gaiters. So Dirty Girl Gaiters are a piece of cloth that attaches to your shoes in 2 points, the tip towards where your toe box is and the back of your heel. Now what it does is you wear it kind of like a sock, and it prevents any debris from getting in your shoe as you're hiking. Now some hikers don't use them. Some say that they cause too much heat and then they get blisters. I don't have that issue at all. In fact, I think that without them I get more blisters from the debris that gets in my shoe. It also is slow. It can slow you down if you constantly have to take your shoes off to get debris out of your shoes. And if you don't, like I've had friends that get debris in their shoes and it ruins their socks. It gives them blisters. So I personally prefer having the Dirty Girl Gaiters. I know TP does as well. In fact, her name is TP because it stands short for Tiny Pebble. That's one of the things it's short for. And that's because she constantly gets tiny pebbles in her shoe. So she really enjoys having the gaiters that help prevent it. And I'm losing my light. So I can show you guys a video real quick on how it works and how it attaches. I just got new ones actually in Etna, that's where I was, yesterday. And they are very patriotic. Very patriotic. They were the last ones in my size that they had, so I was very thankful to even get them. So this is the Dirty Girl Gaiter. You can see that, so the Ultras, they come pre-Velcro. They already have a Velcro attachment right here. The Dirty Girl Gaiters, when they're sent, they come with a Velcro that you can attach to your shoe. I've had people complain that the Velcro doesn't actually stick to the shoes though, so they super glue it as well, and that helps stick it to the shoe. But yeah, that's a little helpful thing that Ultra does. They already put the Velcro on for you, so that you can put gaiters on. Now this is the little clasp in the front. It's just a little hook, and the Lone Tip 5s, they have this little ring, plastic ring right here that the hook can attach to. Now the 6s, which are the ones that I had last time, they didn't have this. What they had was just this secured better up here and a smaller section where this could hook onto. So it just hooked directly onto the laces, which I honestly didn't have any issue with it like tugging on the laces at all and hurting my feet. I didn't have any issue with that. I haven't heard of anybody else having issue, and it goes over the edge of your shoe, so yeah, nothing can get in there when you're hiking. Yep, just snug around. They're very dirty. They just go snug around. Now there are different types of gaiters. There's this one, and then there's gaiters like snow gaiters, which are a completely different thing. That's to prevent snow getting in your shoes, and they're often a lot heavier and more robust, and they go up higher. And so these are just hiking Dirty Girl Gaiters. Oh, look at the dust. Woo! They're definitely dirty. But yeah, so I'm rocking the patriarchal red, white, and blue stars and stripes for this next section. We'll see how long they last. Normally they last a lot longer. I have gone through 3 pairs so far, and I've had friends who have only had 1 and they're still going strong. I have a tendency to, when I hike, I kick my feet, my heels together, and it rubs right here, and I get holes like crazy right there on them. Mainly only on my left foot though. So after a while, what I'll do is I'll take this one and I'll switch it for this one once this one starts getting holes, because they're interchangeable. It doesn't matter which side. So I'll switch them until this one gets a hole. Then I'll sew them and then I'll put them back on. And then once they really start to go, that's when I get new ones. The ones I had in the desert were probably the worst in terms of holes. They had them on both sides, and it was disaster. The ones from the Sierra lasted me the longest. So who knows, these might last me all the way to Canada. If not, TP already has a pair that she was going to ship to me in Mazama. I think I'm saying that right. But I found that Etna had them and I wanted them sooner. So here they are. Well, this is PCT day number 88 tent talk. I'm at mile 1,620.4, which means a 20.7 mile day for us. And starting at 10, that's pretty decent, especially with how much elevation there was today and how hard it was. It was a really technical trail today. It was hard. It kind of felt like in a section we were back in the Sierra actually, and it was beautiful like the Sierra, and it was gorgeous, and it felt good, but it was very technical and hard, and it took a lot longer to do the 20 miles than we expected. We were kind of hoping a little bit that we would get over 20 miles today, at least Foxtail and I were, but once we made it to mile like 17, we're like, we're stopping at 20. 20's plenty for today. It was a really hard 20, especially starting later in the day. We don't know where Senda is. We're hoping he'll make it here tonight. We made a little sign for him up at the trail because we are actually not directly on the trail, nor can you see the trail from where we are. We're on a little spur trail down to water. We're like a tiny bit off of the PCT, less than a 0.1 mile probably. The pretty for today is Etna, just in general. This kind of goes with yesterday as well. So just like Etna is so hiker friendly. Like it was hard hitch in terms of there wasn't much traffic because it's a really small town in the Etna Summit Trailhead where the PCT drops you into the road to get to Etna. It doesn't receive a lot of traffic. So that was hard because you have to wait, but almost the first person that comes is so willing to take you to Etna. And then in Etna, there's like 3 different trail angels who are constantly taking people back. You don't have to wait. So Etna's a really nice stop. They had the Etna brewery and restaurant that they had was so good. They did pizzas. They only do pizzas on Thursday, which just so happened to be the day we were in town, which was awesome. And so we got pizzas and they were so good. And just like everything was really good. The only thing is, like, of course it's a small town, so the grocery store doesn't have that many options, but they're really nice. They open up their city park for the PCT hikers to camp in, and they provide charging stations, showers. It's really, really nice place. And almost everything that we had to eat there and drink was so good. Like they had a Etna root beer, and it was probably one of the best root beers I've ever had. Definitely wish I would have gotten one before trail. So definitely shout out to Etna. You were amazing. The gritty for today would definitely just be how steep the trail was in some parts. It was a little harder for me today. My knee kind of started to hurt again. Especially because of all the blowdowns, you have to kind of jump over some of them and like land on your feet, and like just the landing on my knee, it was starting to grate my injury just a little bit. So yeah, I'm hoping that with some elevation and just, massaging and stretching, it'll feel a lot better tomorrow morning. So yeah, here's hoping that. And with that, here's my sketch and my foot picture. And of course, as always, the message to fam, I love you, rock on, and as always, we'll see you on the trails.